Hello, this is Catherine from Accelerated Reader. Today, I'll be reading Best in Me, written by Natalie McDonald-Perkins, illustrated by Mary Ibeh. Before I begin reading, I'd like to give a big thanks to the author for sending me this book to read on my channel. In the description below, I have included links where you may find and purchase this book. Don't forget to like and subscribe. To every person reading this book, as you truly look within yourself, discover and/or rediscover the best in you, because true happiness comes from loving what makes you unique. Mrs. Patterson, the school counselor, has created a group for students who are bullied at school. The students have learned how to use iMessages and assertive language. Today, Mrs. Patterson is excited to see her students, in their last counseling session, being more confident and happier than ever. She has an interesting task for them. Good morning, everyone. Mrs. Patterson welcomes the class. I want you to write a poem that describes what makes you special. If you want, you can share it with the class. As the students get started on their poems, she hopes that each one of them will use their newfound confidence to read them to the class. Soon, it is time for the children to stop writing. May I read mine first, please? Justice asks. Of course. Mrs. Patterson smiles at her. Mrs. Patterson knows that Justice is one of the more confident ones in their group, and she is glad that she has asked to go first. She knows her poem will inspire others. As Justice stands up, nerves begin to fill her body. Her heart is beating quickly. So she takes a deep breath and imagines being her mama. Her nerves quickly disappear. Your feet look like sailboats. That's just one of their jokes. I used to cry and just tell my folks, my big feet are keepers. I wear mama's shoes and pretend I'm one of the teachers. I look like my mama with all of her cool features. Filling her shoes is my dream. I'll be like her one day. I don't care what they say. I'll reach my goals. I proclaim this today. All the students clap for Justice, and they hoped they could be just as brave as her. Riley, would you like to go next? Mrs. Patterson asks gently. Yes? Riley takes a while to get to the front of the room. She has always been incredibly shy and nervous because she struggles to read clearly. Riley can feel all eyes on her. She thinks of her new friend, a dog named Brownie. She knows her friends are just as loyal as Brownie. They won't mind if she mixes her words up. I didn't like to read out loud when the teacher called my name. Words that I see and words others see, they aren't always the same. Reading was not my only challenge. Math is also a pain. 87 is 78. I wanted to blame my brain until I met my brownie boy who never judges me. I can read all day at my own pace. He makes me feel so free. My reading makes him smile again and wag his tail side to side. Reading is my superpower because It makes Brownie have joy inside. Aw, the children say. Everyone is so proud of Riley, and they don't mind that she read more slowly than others. More importantly, Riley is proud of herself. Mrs. Patterson notices Samina walking to the front of the classroom without saying a word. Oops, I forgot something, says Samina. As she rushes back to grab her eyeglasses, this is the first time that Mrs. Patterson hasn't had to remind her to put them on. Today, she is able to clearly see the words that she is going to read and all her friends' smiling faces that reminded her to be courageous. They laughed at my glasses, so I hid them in my desk. I couldn't see the board. Then I failed my science test. My teacher told me to put them on, but I didn't think I looked my best. When I put on my glasses, I can learn without the stress. I am distinguished, not shy. Now my parents are proud because my grades are rising high. All of the poems so far are so inspiring that the other students can't wait to share theirs. They play rock, paper, scissors to decide who will go next. Ray is the winner. It isn't simply speaking that makes Ray uncomfortable. He is also nervous about sharing how he feels when people make fun of him for being short. Standing amongst the people who care about him within the classroom makes it easier for him to share. He goes to the front of the classroom and stands as tall as a statue. I was embarrassed when they would call me Shorty. Now, I don't really mind because my personality and brain bring me all the glory. I can play sports and run like no other. I love my height. I got it from my mother. I'm always in the front row of a class picture, smiling with glee. I count on my resilience and sportsmanship. My height doesn't define me. As Ray goes back to his seat, Mrs. Patterson notices Mario and Ray doing their secret handshake. They play on the same baseball team. Mario is usually quiet. Lately, he has been sticking up for Ray and being a supportive friend when people bully him. It is Mario's turn. Mrs. Patterson has seen Mario participate in all the activities during the counseling sessions, but she doesn't remember him saying very much. Mario quickly heads to the front of the room. Mario thinks it's so cool that he speaks both English and Spanish. It is finally time to tell his friends why. I get teased because I have a distinguished lingo. Habla español. That's how I communicate with my people. I'm a proud Mexican. See the snake and brown eagle? I translate for my padres during my parent-teacher conference. I always tell the truth, and I do it with confidence. Instead of teasing me, people should learn cultural tolerance. The children are amazed by his pride for his language and country. And to top it off, they love the sound of his voice. Soon, Mrs. Patterson sees Farida coming up to read her poem. She remembers how difficult it was for Farida to make friends because she doesn't speak very much. But when she does, her words catch everyone's attention. It is clear from the children's faces that they have lots of questions about her hijab. As Farida begins to read her poem, she can hear her Jeddah, her grandmother, telling her, "Be brave and tell those bullies what your hijab means to you." "What's on your head?" they ask. "It's a hijab that I wear. Don't care what they think. Don't mind if they stare. My friends always ask me about my hair. I comb it. I wash it. Let's just be clear. I take it off when I'm at home with my family, when I sleep, and when I shower. Underneath my hijab, my hair has a pin with a flower. I love wearing hijabs with all of my attire." All the students clap for Farida, but her new friend, Sharonda, gives her a thumbs up and then stands up herself. It is her turn to read. At last, Sharonda goes to the front of the room, smooths out her skirt, closes and opens her eyes, then swallows. She is ready. "I was born with cerebral palsy. The whispers and the stares, how they appall me. No friends to play with at recess. I begged my mom to withdraw me. I am smart. I am strong. I can do what they can do. Oh, the choices in life. What shall I pursue? I see myself in high places. I know my dreams will come true." "That poem was wonderful, Sharonda. I knew you could do it," says Mrs. Patterson with admiration. "Thank you," replies Sharonda. Today is the first time she has ever spoken in public about what makes her different, and she doesn't regret her decision. Jacqueline's time has finally come. Mrs. Patterson remembers how frightened Jacqueline was one morning when she refused to get out of her dad's car because she thought she would be teased again for wearing an afro. Today, that fear feels like it's a million miles away as Jacqueline stands confidently at the front of the class with her latest do. My cotton mane spreads like the sun's rays. Oh, I love my natural hair. People are welcome to stop and stare. Don't you dare, never put your hands up there. Afro, braids, and twists are the hairstyles I wear. Proud to be African American with my fist in the air. Justice, Sharonda, and Ciara can relate to Jacqueline because they wear similar hairstyles. They are proud of Jacqueline for embracing her natural hair. Ciara is last. The second Ciara reaches the front of the room. Her dark chocolate skin radiates as a beam of sunlight comes through the window. All eyes are on her, and she loves it. The attention and respect that she is getting at this moment makes her feel like a celebrity. People pick on me because I have a richness of melanin in my complexion. With my skin, I see no imperfections. Black is the color of a radiant diamond. Diamonds are transformed coal. I can't worry about what they say, because loving me is my goal. I'm not just beautiful from the outside. I have a beautiful heart, mind, and soul. Farida and Riley are very proud of Ciara. They've always known that Ciara is intelligent, well-spoken, beautiful, and a great friend. Thank you everyone for sharing because you have learned to embrace your differences. You understood the importance of being supportive and caring. You now have the tools that you need to face anyone who chooses not to see the best in you. Mrs. Pedersen says, proudly. Justice raises her hand high in the air. Justice, would you like to share something with the group? Mrs. Patterson asks. Yes, Mrs. Patterson, I learned that the best in me is simply being me, says Justice. That's right, exclaims Mrs. Patterson. I'm not going to let anyone's words upset me anymore, Samina announces. That's wonderful, Mrs. Patterson says. Sharonda speaks up. I'm proud of being different. I'm proud of being different too, Mario adds. The rest of the children agree. And I am proud of you all, Mrs. Patterson says with a smile. The end. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the description below, I have included links where you may find and purchase this book.